She just grins and snaps. Seconds later, I watch myself walk back in the door from school as my mother pulls vegetables out of the fridge. Not again. Please, not again. I'm not naive enough to ask her to stop, though. The last thing Izzy needs is more ammunition against me. But she doesn't need me to beg to know that her latest weapon is effective. How can she think anything else when it's all I can do to watch as my parents get into the same fight about sending me away? Except this one is even more detailed, with my dad insisting that he knows what's best for me and my mother fighting him tooth and nail, even as she brews me a cup of that stupid tea.
It's all your fault we're here, Grace.
And after we get to the end, after my father sits up in the morgue, it starts back at the beginning yet again. Each iteration is more detailed and makes me remember a little more about what life in my house was like before my parents died. Things were obviously in motion. The machinations of the bloodletter and Cyrus and the crone, and God only knows who else. Though I was blissfully unaware of it all, or at least I think they were coming to a head. I can't be sure if everything that's being said is a memory, or if it's just another illusion created by Izzy to hurt me. Or should I say another incredibly efficient illusion, because the girl knows just where to shove the knife to cause the maximum damage. No pun intended.
You did this to us, Grace.
Every time the scene starts over, I die a little more inside, even though I struggle so hard not to let her know. I mean, Aunt Rowena has been suffering for years because of me, tortured in Cyrus's hellish prison and unable to escape because of a favor she owed for me. And now that we finally have a chance to help her pay back that favor and free her forever, the least I can do is live through one of the worst days of my life a few more times. The fact that it hurts more each time doesn't matter. My breathing is harsh, my heartbeat is out of control, and my whole body is shaking so hard that my teeth are chattering. Still, I hold it together until Izzy starts the memory over again. And this time, instead of being dressed in her favorite sweater and new skirt, my mother is covered in blood. The side of her face is ripped open, her hair is matted to her head, and there's a gaping wound in the center of her chest, through which I can actually see her heart struggling to beat.
Why won't you just agree, Grace? Why would you do this to me?
Stop! Even though I know this isn't true, even though I know Izzy is manipulating everything, I can't watch it again. Not like this, with my beautiful, kind, happy-go-lucky mother shredded to pieces. Please, stop! Tears pour down my face as I try to control the panic racing through me. You don't have to do this. You don't have to be as cruel as your father.
You think this is cruel? I'm just trying to help you break free of the guilt, Grace. Why torture yourself with something you had no control over? Something you can't change?
They're my parents, and they're dead.
So what? My mother's dead, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Look at you, crying on the floor like a baby over two people who were always supposed to die before you. At least when she died early, my mom left me without any mommy issues.
Shock races through me. Isidore thinks her mother is dead. How is that possible? We all know now who her mom is, and that she's alive and rotten as all hell. How can Isadora not know? The answer comes as easily as the question. Fucking Cyrus, who would rather lie to his only daughter about her mother than deal with anything the truth might bring. That's not... I start to tell her the truth, but then I realize she'll never believe me until she sees the truth with her own two eyes. And if she's doing this to me now, I can't imagine what she'll think up if she believes I'm lying about her mother. Better to keep quiet now and live to show her the truth.